Hey everybody, sounded good, eh? This is going to be a review. This is my first build, finished last September, and I thought I'd pull it out and we'd have a look at it, a little closer look at it. I purposely did not put this in a case, and I left it on the top shelf of my closet because I wanted to see how the neck and the rest of the components would react over the year through the different season changes, and to catch anything I might be missing in these builds that I'm doing. And so far, so good. Everything's been staying true, and I'm quite happy. Anyways, the body is a two-piece poplar, finished in a vintage blonde, covered in a clear lacquer finish. The neck is a one-piece flat sawn maple, nothing elegant there, just your typical maple. And it is a compound, has a compound radius of 7.5 to 9.5. Really comfortable for playing bar chords or doing lead work. You don't fret out if you're doing really strong pulls or bends. And the rear is a C shape, and it feels really comfortable in the hand. It's not really chunky. It's not overly thin. It just feels really good. The headstock is my own design, and I'm calling these Breed Custom Electrics, and this is the T-Class model of the Fender Telecaster, inspired by Fender Telecaster. We can't use Telecaster or Tele in any naming, so I had to find out what I could use, and I came up with T-Class to be a little more original. Using a bone nut, which is pretty standard for most Fender style guitars. The hardware, I'm using Wilkinson Deluxe tuners. I'm using a Wilkinson compensated bridge, which aids in intonation. Having the compensated saddles makes it a lot easier. Standard hardware, chrome hardware, knobs, and control plate. Using a vintage style cup on this build, but I've since gone to the electro socket. They're easy to work with, and you don't need a special tool to install them. The pickups are my own custom shell tone pickups. I use Alnico 5 magnets, and the bridge is wound to a 7.5 resistance, and the neck is wound to a 7.0. A little higher than standard spec, but they sound pretty good. And so we're just going to go through it and hear what it sounds. I'm using a VT30 Vox amp, and I'm using the Tweed Clean section or selection, and I'll just be using the gain to bring in some overdrive when we, test out some of the sounds. That's lead position. Now we're in middle position. Both pickups are live. Now for rhythm position. So you may not be able to hear everything I'm hearing due to the quality of the camera I'm using, and I'm not miking straight off the cabinet into a console or my computer, so you're going to miss some of what I'm hearing, but it sounds really good. You can hear everything, it's nice and clear. It has your typical tele sound. So, the thing I love about the teles are you can get pretty much any tone you're looking for, and depending on what kind of amp you've chosen to use for your rig, you can play pretty much any genre you want with simply the two pickups and your volume and tone. It's amazing just what you can get out of these things. the selector on the Tweed. Haven't touched any of the EQ. I've increased the gain and left the reverb where it was in the clean channel as well. And so we'll just kind of play it and see what you think. That's in rhythm position, now in center. That's the lead position there. Center position. Rhythm. Now for center again. Now lead position. So that's the dirty version of this guitar. You can still hear the notes on it, and everything seems to work really well. The windings seem to complement the choice of wood in the body, and everything seemed to come together really good. For first build, I can't say that I'm disappointed. Now if only my playing would follow suit. One thing that has helped the sustain in this guitar as well is I use brass inserts in the neck, in the heel for the joint into the body. What that does is it gives you a nice strong controllable clamping force in the pocket of the body, and it'll transfer the energy of the strings throughout the neck and the body, and will increase your sustain as well. Not bad. So in conclusion, that's the review. I hope you liked it. Hope you could hear, get a sense of what this guitar sounds like. And we'll be getting ready for another review, which will be my Blackguard, Poplar Blackguard, which I donated to the high school my daughter attends to raise money for their choir trip. We'll do a review of it. And until then, I'm just going to kick back and do a little more playing.